Good evening, everyone. So we're back in the country, and I'm going to show you something very beautiful. This is a painting by a Chinese artist, Qiu Deshu, who has just died very sadly. He was a very close friend of mine for nearly 40 years and has become one of the most well-known artists in China and indeed in the West. And he had a very complicated and turbulent life. He was brought up in the Cultural Revolution. He became one of the most well-known artists during the Cultural Revolution, working for the Communist Party as a propaganda artist, doing realistic posters and so on for Mao Zedong. He then witnessed his parents being humiliated in front of him, and he became a Red Guard. And for the next years, he was a Red Guard, and he witnessed horrific disasters happening to the people around him, and he himself did terrible things which made a mark on both his life and his art for the rest of his life. He, at the end of the Cultural Revolution, he actually made a huge change, both artistically and politically, and started the first avant-garde art movement called Grass. And his own style in painting changed dramatically. And that style went on developing until he died last year. He, I think, is unique in Chinese contemporary culture. His pictorial styles are different to anybody else. And so is his fundamental theme, which persisted right until his death. And what is that theme? It can be well illustrated here. He I think, became dismayed by the frailties of human nature, the frailties of life in general, the splinters, the fissures, the flaws in life and in human beings. And he tries to express this by what he calls fissures, cracks. And those cracks he describes, he works into his paintings as follows. He tears Xuan paper, the very tough, resilient Chinese paper, he tears it, rips it apart, and then he collages these tears back onto a wood or canvas framework, and then you can still see where the tears existed. These are what he calls fissures. In his early work, they're much more obvious than they are in this later work. But it still exists in this later work, which actually has become sunnier, more colourful, more harmonious with these beautiful mountainscape. And the fissures, the cracks, the problems with human nature and life and etc. has become less evident. It was much more articulated before, but still it exists. Here you already see sunshine breaking through. He has become a much more optimistic older man. So this is his contribution to Chinese contemporary culture. I think it's a very important one. He's been acquired by many over the years, Western museums, and he's also made a huge mark in China itself. His legacy, he's now dead, is precisely that. These works are in museums all over the world, and he's been much loved by many art collectors and scholars over the last 40 years, and we're all very sad that he's left us. Hope to see you again next week, and thank you very much for watching.